The thing you are forcing today may be the same thing slowly destroying your peace. Maybe it is a person you keep chasing, even though their actions keep hurting you. Maybe it is happiness you keep trying to feel, even though your heart is tired. Maybe it is a life you keep trying to control, even though nothing feels natural anymore. And the scary truth is this: sometimes we do not lose ourselves because life is cruel. We lose ourselves because we keep holding what life is already asking us to release. You keep knocking on doors that are closed. You keep watering relationships that are dead. You keep smiling while your soul is exhausted. And still you tell yourself, maybe if I try harder, everything will finally change. But what if peace begins the moment you stop forcing? So before you waste another day begging, chasing, controlling, and breaking your own heart, listen carefully. This is the art of not forcing life. Chapter 1. What is meant for you will not need to be forced. What is truly meant for your life will not need to be forced with fear, pressure, or begging. Yes, everything good needs effort, but effort and forcing are not the same. Effort feels peaceful. Forcing feels heavy. Effort means you are doing your part. Forcing means you are trying to control what is not in your hands. If someone wants to stay, they will show it. Gad, if someone values you, they will make effort. If something is right for your life, it will not destroy your peace every day. Sometimes life does not give you what you want because it is saving you from something that will hurt you later. So do your best, but do not beg life to keep what keeps hurting your soul. What is meant for you may take time, but it will not require you to lose yourself. Chapter 2. Stop forcing people to love you properly. You should never have to beg someone for basic love, respect, honesty, or care. These things should not feel like a favor. They are the foundation of any real relationship. When someone truly cares about you, you will see it in their actions, not only in their words. They may not be perfect, they may make mistakes, but they will try to understand you. They will listen when you are hurt. They will care when their actions make you feel bad. They will not make you feel weak, dramatic, or difficult just because you have feelings. But when you keep explaining the same pain again and again, your heart becomes tired. You start feeling like you are asking for too much, when actually you are only asking for the right treatment. You begin to lose yourself while trying to teach someone how to love you. So, stop forcing love from people who only give you pain. Choose peace over begging. Choose self-respect over chasing. The right love will not make you lose yourself just to be seen. Chapter 3. Don't force happiness. Create space for it. Happiness cannot be forced. You cannot pressure your heart to feel peaceful when your mind is full of stress, fear, and heavy thoughts. Many people think happiness will come only when life becomes perfect. They say, I will be happy when I get more money. I will be happy when someone loves me. I will be happy when everything goes my way. But this kind of thinking keeps happiness far away, because life will never be perfect all the time. Real happiness comes when you stop fighting every moment. It comes when you stop chasing things that disturb your peace. It comes when you stop expecting people, success, or attention to complete your life. Sometimes happiness begins with small things. A calm morning, a quiet walk, a peaceful breath, a clean room, a simple meal, a moment where your mind is not fighting anything. So, do not force happiness like it is something you must catch. Create space for it. Remove what makes your heart heavy. Let go of what keeps disturbing your mind. Stop running after the life that looks perfect and start noticing the peace that is already around you. Happiness grows when your soul feels free, not when your life looks perfect. Chapter 4. Let people choose their own place in your life. One of the hardest lessons in life is understanding that you cannot force someone to stay close to you. You cannot force someone to care more. You cannot force someone to give you the same energy you give them. You cannot force someone to treat you like an important part of their life if they keep choosing to make you feel like an option. Sometimes we suffer because we keep trying to give people a place in our life that they are not willing to stand in. We want them to be close, but they keep creating distance. We want them to communicate, but they keep choosing silence. We want them to show care, but they only appear when it is convenient for them. We want them to value us, but their actions keep. And because we love them, we keep trying. We keep explaining. We keep waiting. We keep hoping that one day they will finally understand how much we care. But love should not make you beg for someone's presence. Real connection should not feel like you are always pulling someone back into your life. People show you their place through their actions, not through beautiful words, not through old memories, not through promises they make when they feel afraid of losing you. Their true place is shown by how they treat you every day. Do they make effort? Do they respect your feelings? Do they care when you are hurt? Do they choose you when it matters? Or do they only come close when they need something from you? You must learn to watch people clearly. If someone wants a real place in your life, they will not make you chase them all the time. They will not make you feel confused every day. They will not leave you wondering where you stand. They will show care with consistency. They will make you feel safe, not anxious. They will protect the connection too, not leave you carrying everything alone. So, let people choose their own place in your life. If they choose distance, let them be distant. If they choose silence, stop begging for words. If they choose disrespect, stop pretending it is love. If they choose to treat you like an option, stop giving them the place of someone who truly values you. This does not mean you hate them. It does not mean you become cold. It means you finally respect yourself enough to stop forcing closeness where there is no real effort. It means you stop building a home in people who only give you temporary space. It means you stop giving your whole heart to someone who only gives you half attention. When you stop forcing people to stay, you start seeing the truth. You see who comes naturally. You see who remembers you without being reminded. You see who checks on you without needing a reason. You see who respects your peace. You see who wants to be part of your life without pressure. The right people will not make you feel like you are difficult to love. They will not make your heart feel tired all the time. They will not make you question your worth again and again. They will choose their place with honesty, care, and effort. So, stop dragging people into positions they do not want to hold. Let them show you where they belong. And once they show you, believe them. Your peace begins when you stop forcing people to be more than what they are willing to be. Chapter 5. Stop fighting the timing of life. One of the biggest reasons people feel unhappy is because they keep fighting the timing of life. They want everything to happen quickly. They want success now. They want healing now. They want love now. They want answers now. And when life does not move according to their plan, they start feeling like something is wrong with them. But not everything in life happens when you want it to happen. Some things take time because they need time to become strong. Some dreams take time because you need to grow before you can handle them. Some blessings take time. Music, because life is preparing you for something better than what you are trying to force right now. Many people look at others and feel behind. They see someone getting successful. They see someone getting married. They see someone buying a house. They see someone looking happy. And suddenly, their own life starts feeling small. They begin to think, why is my life not moving like theirs? Why am I still here? Why is my time not coming? But you must remember, you are not living their life. You are living your own life. Their path is not your path. Their timing is not your timing. Their success does not mean your failure. Their happiness does not mean your life is empty. Just because someone else is moving fast does not mean you are moving wrong. A flower does not become useless because it blooms later than another flower. AA does not become weak because it takes years to give fruit. Some things that grow slowly become stronger, deeper, and more beautiful with time. In the same way, your life may be moving slowly because it is building something solid inside you. Sometimes life delays something because you are not ready for it yet. You may want a relationship, but maybe your heart still needs healing. You may want success, but maybe your mind still needs discipline. You may want peace, but maybe you still need to release the things that disturb your soul. You may want a new life, but maybe life is still teaching you how to become a new version of yourself. This is why you should not hate your waiting season. Waiting does not always mean nothing is happening. Sometimes the most important changes are happening quietly inside you. Your patience is becoming stronger. Your mind is becoming wiser. Your heart is learning what it truly needs. Your soul is learning how to stop chasing things that are not meant for you. When you force timing, you create pain. You become angry at your present moment. You stop enjoying what you already have. You stop noticing small blessings. Gaddy, you keep living in the future, thinking happiness is only waiting somewhere ahead. But life is also happening right now. This moment matters too. Do not spend your whole life waiting for the next chapter and forget to live the page you are on today. You can work for a better future, but still respect your present. You can dream big, but still be grateful for small progress. You can want more from life, but still stop punishing yourself for not having everything yet. The truth is, rushing does not always bring the right things. Sometimes rushed love becomes painful. Rushed success becomes stressful. Rushed decisions become regret. Rushed happiness becomes fake. When you force things before their time, you may receive them before you are ready to carry them. Life has a way of teaching you slowly, so you do not break when the blessing arrives. It strengthens you before giving you more responsibility. It humbles you before giving you success. It heals you before giving you love. It makes you patient before giving you peace. So, stop fighting the timing of your life. Stop looking at everyone else's journey and using it to hurt your own heart. Stop saying, you are late, just because your life does not look like someone else's life. You are not late. You are learning. You are growing. You are becoming ready. Keep doing your part. Keep improving yourself. Keep showing up. Keep working with patience. But do not force life to move faster because your fear is impatient. Trust that what is meant for you will not miss you. Trust that your season will come when you are ready to receive it with peace, wisdom, and strength. What is late to your mind may be right on time for your soul, and one day you may look back and realize that life was not delaying you. It was preparing you. Chapter 6. Release control and return to peace. One of the biggest reasons people feel tired in life is because they are trying to control too much. They try to control what people think about them. They try to control who stays in their life. They try to control how others love them. They try to control the future, the timing, the results, and every small detail. At first, control feels safe. It makes you feel like if you hold everything tightly, nothing will go wrong. You think if you plan enough, worry enough, explain enough, chase enough, and fix enough, then maybe life will finally become peaceful. But the truth is, control does not always create peace. Many times, control creates more fear. The more you try to control everything, the more afraid you become of losing control. Your mind never rests. Your heart never feels calm. You start thinking about every possible problem. You imagine what could go wrong. You worry about people leaving. You worry about plans failing. You worry about things changing. And slowly, life becomes heavy. You cannot control everything, no matter how much you try. You cannot control someone's heart. You cannot control someone's loyalty. You cannot control someone's honesty. You cannot control what people say about you. You cannot control the past. You cannot control every outcome in the future. And when you try to control things that are not in your hands, you only lose energy. You lose peace. You lose sleep. You lose yourself. This does not mean you should become careless. It does not mean you should stop trying. It does not mean you should let life happen without making any effort. Releasing control does not mean giving up. It means understanding what belongs to you and what does not belong to you. Your actions belong to you. Your choices belong to you. Your discipline belongs to you. Your words belong to you. Your attitude belongs to you. Your boundaries belong to you. Your healing belongs to you. Your self-respect belongs to you. But other people's thoughts do not belong to you. Their behavior does not belong to you. Their feelings do not belong to you. Their choices do not belong to you. The future does not fully belong to you. The past cannot be changed by you. Peace begins when you stop wasting your life trying to control what was never yours to control. If someone wants to misunderstand you, you cannot force them to understand. You can speak with honesty, but you cannot force their mind to be fair. If someone wants to leave, you cannot force them to stay. You can love them, but you cannot chain their heart. If something does not happen when you expected, you cannot force time to move faster. You can keep working, but you cannot control the exact day your result will arrive. So ask yourself, is this in my control? Or am I only hurting myself by trying to control it? This one question can save your peace. When something is in your control, do your best. When something is not in your control, learn to release it. Release does not mean you do not care. Release means you care about your peace too. Sometimes you are not tired because life is too hard. You are tired because you are carrying things that were never yours to carry. You are carrying other people's opinions. You are carrying other people's moods. You are carrying old mistakes. You are carrying future fears. You are carrying relationships that only survive because you keep forcing them. Put some of that weight down. You do not need to fix every person. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. You do not need to prove your worth again and again. You do not need to hold people who keep trying to leave. You do not need to control every part of life before you allow yourself to breathe. Your peace returns when your energy returns to you. Use your energy to grow. Use your energy to heal. Use your energy to build your life. Use your energy to become stronger, wiser, calmer, and more disciplined. Stop giving all your power to things that only disturb your mind. Control says, I must hold everything or everything will fall apart. Peace says, I will do my part, and I will not destroy myself over what I cannot control. This is the real art of not forcing life. You still care, but you do not chase. You still work, but you do not panic. You still love, but you do not beg. You still dream, but you do not hate your present moment. The moment you release control, you begin to feel life again. Your breathing becomes lighter. Your mind becomes quieter. Your heart becomes softer. You stop fighting every change like it is an enemy. You begin to trust that even when life does not follow your plan, it can still lead you somewhere meaningful. So, release what is not in your hands. Let people be who they are. Let life move at its own speed. Let the past stay behind you. Let the future come one day at a time. Hold yourself. Protect your peace. Do your best. And then let life breathe. Because peace is not found by controlling everything. Peace is found when you stop forcing what was never meant to be held so tightly. Chapter 7. Let life flow, but never abandon yourself. The art of not forcing life does not mean you stop trying. It does not mean you sit quietly and wait for everything to happen by itself. It does not mean you accept pain, disrespect, or disappointment and call it peace. Many people misunderstand this. They think letting life flow means becoming weak, careless, or silent about everything that hurts them. But that is not true. Letting life flow means you stop fighting what life is already showing you. It means you stop forcing people to become who they are not willing to be. It means you stop pushing doors that keep closing. It means you stop begging for love from hearts that are not open to you. It means you stop chasing happiness in places where your soul keeps feeling tired. But while you let life flow, you must never abandon yourself. This is the most important part, because sometimes people use peace as an excuse to stay in pain. They say, "I am just going with the flow." But deep inside, they are ignoring their own hurt. They say, "I am letting life happen." But really, they are afraid to make a decision. They say, "I do not want to force anything." But actually, they are allowing other people to treat them badly. That is not peace. That is self-abandonment. Letting life flow should bring you closer to yourself, not further away from yourself. It should help you feel lighter, clearer, and stronger. It should not make you lose your voice, your dignity, your boundaries, or your self-respect. You can let life flow and still protect your peace. You can stop forcing people and still walk away from disrespect. You can accept reality and still choose a better direction. You can surrender to timing and still work hard every day. You can trust life and still take responsibility for your choices. This is the balance. Do not force life, but do not disappear from your own life either. Sometimes life will not move the way you planned. People will change. Relationships will shift. Dreams will take longer. Doors will close. Plans will fail. You may lose something you thought would stay forever. You may be forced to start again when you were not ready. You may feel confused because the life you imagined is not the life standing in front of you. In those moments, your first reaction may be to force everything back into place. You may want to chase the person who left. You may want to control every detail. You may want to rush your healing. You may want to push life until it gives you answers. You may want to hold tightly because letting go feels like losing. But sometimes holding too tightly is the reason you are hurting. A closed hand cannot receive anything new. A tired heart cannot feel peace when it is constantly chasing. A confused mind cannot hear wisdom when it is fighting every moment. Sometimes life is not asking you to push harder. Sometimes life is asking you to loosen your grip and breathe. But loosening your grip does not mean giving up on yourself. It means you stop forcing the wrong things so you can give your energy to the right things. It means you stop pouring your soul into people who do not value it. It means you stop using your strength to hold broken things together and start using that strength to rebuild your own life. Let life flow, but keep choosing yourself. When someone treats you with distance, let them choose distance, but do not chase them until you lose your peace. When someone gives you silence, let them be silent, but do not beg for words from someone who knows your heart is hurting. When someone disrespects you, do not force them to become respectful. Step back and remember your value. People will always show you who they are through their actions. Your job is not to force them to be better. Your job is to believe what their actions are telling you and decide what is healthy for your life. This does not mean you stop loving people. It means you stop losing yourself in the name of love. Love should not require you to abandon your dignity. Love should not make you feel like you must beg for attention, care, honesty, or respect. Love should not make you afraid to speak. Love should not make you feel like your needs are too much. Love should not make you feel alone while someone still has access to your heart. If you have to force someone every day to treat you with basic kindness, that is not love flowing naturally. That is you carrying something alone, and no relationship can become peaceful when only one person is trying to keep it alive. So, let people choose. Let them show their effort. Let them reveal their truth. Let them stand where they want to stand. And once they show you their place, do not keep pretending you did not see it. Your peace begins when you stop arguing with reality. Many times, life is already giving you the answer, but your attachment does not want to accept it. Life shows you the person is not consistent, but your heart keeps remembering their good moments. Life shows you the path is draining you, but your fear keeps saying, "What if there is nothing better?" Life shows you something is over, but your mind keeps trying to restart it again and again. This is where not forcing becomes a deep spiritual lesson. You must learn to listen when life speaks quietly. Not every answer comes loudly. Sometimes, the answer is the peace you feel when you stop chasing. Sometimes, the answer is the heaviness you feel around certain people. Sometimes, the answer is the tiredness in your soul after trying again and again. Sometimes, the answer is the way you keep losing yourself in a place that was supposed to love you. Your body knows, your heart knows, your peace knows. When something is right for your soul, it may still be difficult, but it will not constantly make you feel broken. It may challenge you, but it will not destroy your self-respect. It may require effort, but it will not require begging. It may take patience, but it will not demand that you lose yourself completely. Let life flow by trusting what you already feel deeply. If something is meant to grow, it will grow with effort from both sides. If something is meant to stay, it will not need to be held by force every day. If someone is meant to walk with you, they will not make you run after them forever. If happiness is meant to enter your life, it will come more easily when you stop filling your life with what makes you heavy. But never confuse flow with doing nothing. A river flows, but it still moves. It does not stay stuck in one place forever. It bends around rocks. It changes direction. It keeps going. It does not fight every obstacle, but it also does not stop being a river. You must become like that. Do not fight every change, but keep moving. Do not force every door, but keep walking. Do not chase every person, but keep loving yourself. Do not control every outcome, but keep showing up for your life. Do not force happiness, but keep creating peace inside your daily habits. Letting life flow means you move with wisdom, not panic. It means when something leaves, you do not destroy yourself trying to pull it back. You pause, you breathe, you learn. You ask, what is this teaching me? You ask, where did I abandon myself? You ask, what kind of life do I want to build now? This is how pain becomes power. Not because pain is easy, but because you use it to return to yourself. Sometimes the person who disappointed you teaches you to stop expecting your worth from others. Sometimes the door that closed teaches you to find a better path. Sometimes the delay teaches you patience. Sometimes loneliness teaches you self-trust. Sometimes failure teaches you discipline. Sometimes losing something teaches you that your life is still meaningful without it. When you stop forcing life, you begin to understand that not everything that leaves is a loss. Some things leave because they were blocking your growth. Some people leave because their role in your story is complete. Some plans fail because they were too small for the person you are becoming. At first it hurts. Of course it hurts. You are human. You are allowed to feel pain. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to miss what is gone. You are allowed to feel confused. Not forcing life does not mean you pretend you are never hurt. It means you feel the pain without letting it control your whole life. You can miss someone and still not chase them. You can love someone and still choose distance. You can feel sad and still protect your peace. You can be disappointed and still keep moving. You can accept that something hurt you without allowing it to define future. This is emotional strength. Many people think strength means holding everything, but sometimes strength means releasing what is breaking you. Strength means saying, I wanted this, but I will not lose myself for it. Strength means saying, I loved them, but I will not beg them to love me properly. Strength means saying, I am scared of the future, but I will not destroy my present with fear. Let life flow, but never let your life become controlled by fear. Fear will tell you to chase. Fear will tell you to beg. Fear will tell you that if you let go, you will never find anything better. Fear will tell you that being alone is worse than being disrespected. Fear will tell you that you are late, behind, forgotten, or not enough. But fear is not always telling the truth. Sometimes, fear is only protecting the old version of you. The version that believed love must be earned through suffering. The version that believed peace comes after control. The version that believed your worth depends on who stays. The version that believed happiness is something outside of you. But the new version of you must learn a different truth. Your worth is not lost because someone failed to see it. Your life is not over because one plan failed. Your happiness is not impossible because one person left. Your future is not empty because today feels heavy. Your peace is not gone forever because your mind is tired right now. You can begin again, and sometimes beginning again is not a loud moment. Sometimes it is quiet. It is the moment you stop sending the message. It is the moment you stop checking for their attention. It is the moment you stop explaining your pain to someone who keeps ignoring it. It is the moment you stop comparing your life to others. It is the moment you wake up and decide today I will not fight life. I will take care of myself. That is where freedom begins. Freedom begins when you stop forcing people to choose you and start choosing yourself. Freedom begins when you stop forcing life to happen quickly and start trusting your own growth. Freedom begins when you stop forcing happiness to look perfect and start noticing the small peace already available to you. Maybe today you do not have everything you want, but you can still breathe. You can still learn. You can still heal. You can still rebuild. You can still become stronger than the version of you who kept chasing what was hurting you. Do not underestimate the power of returning to yourself. When you return to yourself, you stop needing everyone to understand you. You stop needing every person to stay. You stop needing every plan to succeed exactly as you imagined. You stop needing life to be perfect before you allow yourself to be calm. You become grounded. You begin to say, I will do my part, but I will not force the result. You begin to say, I will love with an open heart. but I will not beg for basic respect. You begin to say, I will work for my dreams, but I will not hate myself during the process. You begin to say, I will trust life, but I will not ignore my own boundaries. This is the peaceful way to live. Not passive, not weak, not careless, peaceful. You still have goals, you still have standards, you still have love inside you, you still have dreams, but your soul is no longer tied to everything happening exactly the way your mind planned. You become strong enough to let go, and wise enough to keep going. So when life changes, breathe. When people leave, breathe. When a plan fails, breathe. When happiness feels far away, breathe. Do not rush to force everything back into place. Sometimes life falls apart because it is trying to make space for something more honest. Give life permission to surprise you. Maybe the path you are trying to force is not the path that will bring you peace. Maybe the person you are trying to hold is not the person who can love you the way your heart needs. Maybe the happiness you are chasing is not the happiness your soul truly wants. Maybe life is not against you. Maybe it is guiding you away from what would have kept you small, but you will only see this when you stop forcing. A tight mind cannot receive wisdom. A desperate heart cannot recognize peace. A soul busy chasing the wrong things cannot notice the right things arriving quietly. So, let life breathe. Let people be honest through their actions. Let closed doors stay closed. Let old versions of you fade. Let the future come one day at a time. Let happiness grow slowly. Let peace return gently. And while all of this happens, stay with yourself. Do not abandon your heart. Do not ignore your needs. Do not silence your pain just to keep someone comfortable. Do not betray your peace just to keep a connection alive. Do not force yourself to stay in places where your spirit feels trapped. You are allowed to choose yourself without guilt. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to change direction. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to heal slowly. You are allowed to stop chasing. You are allowed to want peace more than approval. You are allowed to let go of what keeps making you feel heavy. This is not selfish. This is self-respect. When you truly understand the art of not forcing life, you stop living like everything is a battle. You stop fighting for places where you are not valued. You stop begging for love that should be given freely. You stop punishing yourself because life is not moving fast enough. You stop trying to control every outcome, and slowly, life becomes softer. You begin to feel more present. You begin to enjoy small moments. You begin to trust your own path. You begin to understand that peace is not found by holding everything tightly. Peace is found by holding yourself with love, even when life changes. So, let life flow. Let people choose. Let happiness breathe. Let time do its work. Let closed doors protect you. Let silence teach you. Let distance reveal the truth. Let your heart heal without pressure. Let your soul become free again. And remember this, what is truly meant for you will not require you to destroy yourself to keep it. What is real will not make you beg for your worth. What is peaceful will not demand that you abandon your own heart. Do your part. Speak honestly. Love sincerely. Work patiently. Protect your boundaries. Choose your peace. Then release the rest. Because the art of not forcing life is not about giving up on life. It is about giving up the fight against what was never meant to be forced. It is about trusting that when you stop chasing what drains you, you finally create space for what heals you. It is about learning to live with open hands, a calm heart, and a soul that no longer begs to be chosen. Let life flow, but never abandon yourself. This is where real peace begins. Chapter 8. Stop holding what is already trying to leave. One of the most painful things in life is holding tightly to something that is already trying to leave. It may be a person, a relationship, a dream, a version of yourself, a place, a memory, or a plan you once believed would last forever. Your hands are tired, your heart is tired, your mind is tired, but still you keep holding because letting go feels too scary. You tell yourself, maybe if I try harder, it will stay. Maybe if I give more, they will change. Maybe if I wait longer, life will return to the way it was. Maybe if I keep holding, I will not have to face the pain of losing it. But sometimes the pain does not come from losing something. Sometimes the pain comes from refusing to accept that something has already changed. When something is truly leaving your life, you can feel it. The energy changes, the peace disappears, the connection becomes heavy, the effort becomes one-sided. The dream no longer feels alive. The place that once gave you comfort now makes you feel trapped. The person who once felt close now feels far away, even when they are still there. And because your heart remembers the beginning, it becomes hard to accept the ending. You remember how it used to feel. You remember the good moments. You remember the promises. You remember the hope. You remember the version of them that made you feel safe. You remember the version of yourself that believed everything would work out. So, you keep holding the past and ignoring the present. But this is where you must become honest with yourself. Are you holding something real? Or are you holding a memory? Are you loving who they are today? Or are you loving who they used to be? Are you fighting for peace? Or are you fighting because you are afraid of emptiness? Are you staying because your soul feels safe? Or because you do not know who you are without it? These questions may hurt, but they can also set you free. The art of not forcing life means you stop trying to keep alive what is already dying naturally. It means you stop using your energy to hold something together when life is showing you that it no longer wants to stand. It means you stop calling it loyalty when it is slowly becoming self-destruction. Not everything that leaves your life is a punishment. Sometimes it is protection. Sometimes it is redirection. Sometimes it is life removing what your heart was too attached to release. Sometimes life takes away what you thought you needed because it knows you are meant to become someone stronger, freer, and more peaceful without it. But at first, it will not feel like protection. It will feel like pain. When someone leaves, you may feel rejected. When a plan fails, you may feel lost. When a dream changes, you may feel confused. When a relationship fades, you may feel empty. When life closes a door, you may feel like your future has been taken away from you. But sometimes life closes a door because the room behind it was becoming too small for your growth. Sometimes life removes someone because their presence was teaching you pain, not love. Sometimes life breaks a plan because that plan was built from fear, not truth. Sometimes life ends a chapter because you have learned everything that chapter was meant to teach you. The problem is we often hold on, not because something is good for us, but because it is familiar. Pain can become familiar. Confusion can become familiar. Waiting can become familiar. Chasing can become familiar. Begging can become familiar. And when something becomes familiar, the mind starts calling it home, even when the soul knows it is hurting. This is why leaving what hurts you can feel uncomfortable at first. Peace may feel strange because you are used to chaos. Silence may feel lonely because you are used to chasing. Self-respect may feel harsh because you are used to giving too many chances. A calm life may feel boring because your heart has been trained to survive emotional storms. But do not mistake discomfort for a wrong decision. Sometimes discomfort is just your soul adjusting to peace. You are not losing yourself, when you let go of what drains you, you are finding yourself again. You are returning to the part of you that existed before you started begging to be loved properly. You are returning to the part of you that laughed without fear. You are returning to the part of you that believed life could be beautiful without needing one person, one place, or one outcome to complete it. Letting go is not easy, because it feels like you are giving up on something you once loved. But sometimes, letting go is not giving up on love. It is giving up on forcing love to become something it is not. It is giving up on begging someone to meet you where they have no desire to stand. It is giving up on carrying a connection alone. It is giving up on the pain of trying to prove your worth to someone who keeps refusing to see it. There is a difference between giving up too soon and knowing when your soul has had enough. Giving up too soon comes from fear. Letting go comes from wisdom. Giving up too soon says, "This is hard, so I will run." Letting go says, "This is destroying me, so I must return to myself." Giving up too soon avoids growth. Letting go creates healing. So, before you judge yourself for releasing something, ask yourself, did I stop because I was lazy? Or did I stop because I was losing myself? If you were losing yourself, then letting go is not weakness. It is self-respect. You keep holding something with both hands and expect to receive something better. Life cannot place peace in hands that are still gripping pain. Life cannot give you a new beginning while you are still living fully inside the old ending. Life cannot bring the right people close if your heart is still occupied by those who only know how to hurt it. Sometimes the blessing is waiting for your hands to open, but opening your hands does not happen in one moment. It happens slowly. You release one thought at a time, one memory at a time, one expectation at a time, one hope at a time, one attachment at a time. At first, you may still miss what you let go. That is normal. Missing something does not mean you made the wrong decision. It means you are human. It means your heart had feelings. It means something mattered to you. Do not punish yourself for missing what hurt you. Healing is not about forgetting everything quickly. Healing is about remembering without returning. You can miss someone and still know they are not good for your peace. You can love someone and still know you cannot keep chasing them. You can feel sadness and still choose distance. You can remember beautiful moments and still accept that the present is no longer beautiful. This is maturity. Maturity is understanding that a few good memories do not excuse constant pain. Maturity is understanding that love without respect is not enough. Maturity is understanding that hope without action from the other side becomes suffering. Maturity is understanding that your heart can want something your soul has outgrown. Sometimes your heart will say, "Hold on," but your peace will whisper, "Let go." Learn to listen to your peace. Your peace is wiser than your attachment. Your peace sees what your fear ignores. Your peace knows when something is no longer healthy for you. Your peace knows when a person is only taking from you, not growing with you. Your peace knows when a path is draining your spirit. Your peace knows when you are staying only because you are afraid of starting again. Starting again is not failure. Starting again means you have the courage to choose life after disappointment. Starting again means you are willing to rebuild after something breaks. Starting again means you believe your story is not finished just because one chapter ended. Starting again means you trust that your future can still hold peace, love, joy, and meaning. Many people are afraid to start again because they think they have wasted time. They say, "I gave so much, I waited so long, I invested so much of myself. How can I walk away now?" But staying longer in the wrong place will not give back the time you already lost. It will only take more. Do not stay trapped because of the time you already gave. Respect the time that is still ahead of you. Respect the years you have not lived yet. Respect the peace you have not felt yet. Respect the person you are still becoming. The future version of you is waiting for you to stop choosing what keeps breaking your present self. Imagine a version of you 1 year from now. Calmer, stronger, happier, and free. Imagine waking up without checking who ignored you. Imagine sleeping without carrying the same heavy confusion. Imagine walking through life without begging for someone's care. Imagine feeling proud because you finally chose peace over attachment. That version of you is possible, but you cannot become that version while you keep holding what is trying to leave. You must allow life to remove what no longer belongs. You must allow people to show you their truth. You must allow endings to be endings. You must allow silence to be an answer. You must allow distance to reveal what words try to hide. You must allow closed doors to stay closed when opening them again only brings more pain. This does not mean you become bitter. It means you become honest. You do not have to hate someone to let them go. You do not have to wish them pain. You do not have to turn your heart cold. You can release someone with love. You can say, I wanted this to work, but I cannot keep forcing it. You can say, I care about you, but I care about my peace too. You can say, I bless what was, but I must choose what is healthy for me now. This is a peaceful goodbye. Not every goodbye needs anger. Sometimes goodbye is simply your soul saying, I cannot live here anymore. And when you finally stop holding what is leaving, you may feel empty for a while. That emptiness can feel frightening, but emptiness is not always bad. Sometimes emptiness is space. Space for healing, space for clarity, space for self-respect, space for better people, space for new dreams, space for a life that no longer feels forced. Do not rush to fill the empty space immediately. Many people let go of one painful thing and quickly run into another painful thing because they are afraid to sit with themselves. They replace one attachment with another. They replace one distraction with another. They replace one person with another. But true healing requires space. Let the space teach you. Let it show you what you were avoiding. Let it show you where you were giving too much. Let it show you why you accepted less than you deserved. Let it show you what kind of love, peace, and life you truly want now. This quiet space is not punishment. It is preparation. In this space, you begin to remember your own voice. You begin to understand your needs. You begin to rebuild your standards. You begin to see the difference between love and attachment, peace and comfort, effort and forcing, patience and self-abandonment. You begin to understand that not everything you want is meant to stay. Some things come to teach you. Some people come to awaken you. Some pain comes to redirect you. Some endings come to protect you from a future that would have hurt even more. When you look at life this way, you stop seeing every loss as the end of your happiness. You begin to see that sometimes loss is the beginning of freedom. Maybe the thing you are trying to hold is the very thing blocking your peace. Maybe the person you are afraid to release is the person keeping your heart in confusion. Maybe the dream you are forcing is not truly your dream anymore. Maybe the old life you keep trying to save is not the life your soul wants to live. Be brave enough to ask yourself the truth. What am I forcing? What am I afraid to lose? What is already showing me it does not belong anymore? Where am I choosing attachment over peace? Where am I calling pain love? Where am I holding a door that life is trying to close? These questions are not easy, but they are powerful. They can help you see where your energy is trapped. They can help you stop repeating the same pain. They can help you take your heart back from places that never handled it with care. And once you see the truth, do not run from it. Accepting the truth may hurt for a moment, but avoiding the truth can hurt for years. If someone is not choosing you, accept it. If something is no longer working, accept it. If a chapter has ended, accept it. If your soul feels tired in a place, accept it. If life keeps showing you that a path is closed, accept it. Acceptance is not defeat. Acceptance is freedom from fighting reality. When you accept what is true, you stop wasting energy on pretending. You stop arguing with signs. You stop trying to paint pain as love. You stop trying to turn silence into hope. You stop trying to make distance look like care. You finally stand in truth. And truth, even when painful, is lighter than confusion. Confusion keeps you trapped. Truth sets a direction. Confusion makes you overthink. Truth helps you decide. Confusion makes you chase signs. Truth shows you what is already clear. So, stop asking life to give you the same answer again and again. Sometimes you already know. You are not confused. You are attached. You are not waiting for clarity. You are waiting for the truth to become easier to accept. But healing begins when you accept it anyway. Let go of what is already leaving, not because it never mattered, but because you matter too. Not because you did not care, but because caring should not require self-destruction. Not because the memories were fake, but because the present is real. Not because you are cold, but because you are finally choosing peace. You deserve a life that does not always feel forced. You deserve love that meets you with effort. You deserve relationships that feel safe. You deserve peace that does not depend on someone else's mood. You deserve happiness that grows naturally. You deserve a future that is not built on begging, chasing, and holding broken things together alone. But to receive that life, you must be willing to release the life that keeps hurting you. This is where courage enters. Courage is not always loud. Sometimes courage is quiet. It is deleting the message you wanted to send. It is not calling someone who keeps hurting you. It is walking away from a conversation that only brings disrespect. It is choosing rest instead of overthinking. It is saying, I love myself enough to stop forcing this. That quiet courage changes your life. Day by day, you become lighter. You think about them less. You breathe more deeply. You stop needing answers from people who only give confusion. You stop looking back at doors that closed. You stop begging life to return what it removed. You begin to trust that maybe what left was not meant to destroy you, but to make room for something more peaceful. And one day, you will understand. You will understand why the connection faded. You will understand why the plan failed. You will understand why the delay protected you. You will understand why you had to lose something to find yourself. You will understand why life did not let you keep what your heart was trying so hard to hold. Until that day comes, be gentle with yourself. Letting go is not easy. Do not rush your healing. Do not shame your sadness. Do not pretend you are strong every second. Some days you will feel free. Some days you will miss the old life. Some days you will feel proud. Some days you will feel weak. This is normal. Healing is not a straight road, but every time you choose peace over forcing, you are healing. Every time you stop chasing what hurts you, you are healing. Every time you respect your own heart, you are healing. Every time you accept reality instead of fighting it, you are healing. Keep choosing that. Stop holding what is already trying to leave. Let people go where their actions are taking them. Let old dreams change if they no longer fit your soul. Let closed doors stay closed if opening them only brings pain. Let life remove what cannot come with you into your next season, and then turn toward yourself. Return to your peace. Return to your breath. Return to your dignity. Return to your dreams. Return to your life. Your story is not over because something ended. Your happiness is not gone because someone left. Your future is not empty because one door closed. Your worth is not smaller because someone failed to value you. You are still here, and because you are still here, you can begin again. So loosen your grip. Open your hands. Trust the space that comes after release. Trust the quiet after chaos. Trust the path that appears after the old path disappears. What is truly meant for you will not need to be held by force. What is healthy for you will not require you to abandon yourself. What belongs in your life will meet your effort with effort, your care with care, and your love with respect. Stop holding what is already trying to leave. Let it go with grace. Let it go with honesty. Let it go with love for yourself. Because sometimes the moment you finally release what was breaking you is the same moment life begins to return you to peace. Chapter 9. Stop begging life to look perfect. One of the quiet reasons people suffer is because they are begging life to look perfect before they allow themselves to feel peaceful. They want the perfect relationship, the perfect timing, the perfect success, the perfect family, the perfect body, the perfect mind, the perfect future. They want everything to be clear, safe, beautiful, and under control before they finally say, "Now I can be happy." But life does not work like that. Life is not always clean. Life is not always organized. Life is not always easy to understand. Some days will feel peaceful, and some days will feel heavy. Some plans will work, and some plans will break. Some people will stay, and some people will leave. Some dreams will come true, and some dreams will change shape. If you wait for life to become perfect before you enjoy it, you may spend your whole life waiting. This is why the art of not forcing life is also the art of accepting an imperfect life without losing your peace. You do not need everything to be perfect to breathe. You do not need everything to be solved to smile. You do not need every person to understand you to respect yourself. You do not need every dream to arrive today to believe your life still has meaning. Sometimes peace begins when you stop saying, "My life must look exactly like this," and start saying, "I will learn to live with grace even while my life is still becoming." Many people are not unhappy because their life is truly empty. They are unhappy because their mind keeps comparing their real life to an imaginary perfect life. They look at what they do not have and forget what is already there. They focus on what is missing and ignore what is still working. They keep thinking about the future and forget that today is still part of their life. You may not have everything you want right now, but you still have something. You have breath. You have time. You have the ability to learn. You have the chance to grow. You have the power to choose your next step. You have small blessings that your worried mind may be ignoring. Do not let the picture of a perfect life make you hate the life that is already in your hands. A perfect life is often an illusion. People show you the beautiful parts of their life, but they hide the pain. They show the success, but not the struggle. They show the smile, but not the sleepless nights. They show the relationship, but not the private problems. They show the achievement, but not the fear behind it. So, when you compare your full life to someone else's polished moment, you will always feel behind. You do not know what someone is carrying behind their image. You do not know what they had to lose to look successful. You do not know what pain lives behind their smile. You do not know what battles they fight when no one is watching. This is why forcing your life to look like someone else's life will only steal your peace. Your life is not supposed to be a copy. Your path is not supposed to match everyone else's timing. Your happiness is not supposed to look exactly like what people post, praise, or pretend to have. You must stop begging life to become perfect and start building a life that feels honest. An honest life is better than a perfect-looking life. An honest life means you are not pretending to be okay when you are broken. It means you are not chasing people just to avoid loneliness. It means you are not forcing success just to impress others. It means you are not smiling outside while your soul is crying inside. It means you are not living for applause while your heart is starving for peace. A perfect-looking life may impress people, but an honest life heals you. This is why you must ask yourself, do I want my life to look good, or do I want my life to feel peaceful? Because these are not always the same. Sometimes the life that looks impressive can feel empty. Sometimes the relationship that looks beautiful can feel lonely. Sometimes the success that looks powerful can feel exhausting. Sometimes the smile that looks happy can hide a tired heart. Do not force your life to look perfect for people who are not living inside your mind, your body, your heart, or your pain. You are the one who has to live your life, not them. You are the one who has to wake up with your choices. You are the one who has to sleep with your thoughts. You are the one who has to carry the results of what you accept, what you chase, what you force, and what you ignore. So, stop shaping your life only to be understood, praised, or approved by others. Create a life that gives your soul room to breathe. Maybe your life does not look perfect right now. Maybe you are still healing. Maybe you are still trying to understand yourself. Maybe you are still waiting for results. Maybe your relationships are changing. Maybe your future feels unclear. Maybe you have made mistakes. Maybe you are not where you thought you would be. But none of this means your life is useless. A messy chapter is still part of a meaningful story. A slow season is still part of growth. A painful lesson is still part of wisdom. A quiet period is still part of becoming stronger. Do not throw away your whole life because one part of it feels unfinished. Some people lose peace because they think everything must be fixed at once. They wake up and look at every problem together. Their mind says, I need to fix my money. I need to fix my relationships. I need to fix my body. I need to fix my future. I need to fix my past. I need to fix my mind. And before they even take one step, they already feel defeated. But you do not heal a life by forcing everything to become perfect in one day. You heal a life one honest step at a time. One better thought, one better choice, one calm breath, one boundary, one conversation, one day of discipline, one moment of rest, one decision to stop chasing what hurts. One decision to stop hating yourself for not being perfect. Small steps are not useless. Small steps are how life changes. A person does not become peaceful overnight. A dream does not become real overnight. A heart does not heal overnight. A life does not rebuild overnight. But every small step matters. Every day you choose peace, you are changing. Every day you refuse to force what hurts you, you are growing. Every day you return to yourself, you are healing. So stop demanding a perfect life from an imperfect human heart. You are allowed to be in progress. You are allowed to be learning. You are allowed to be unsure. You are allowed to feel tired sometimes. You are allowed to have days where you do not have all the answers. You are allowed to grow slowly. Do not force yourself to be perfect before you love yourself. This is another way people force life. They say, I will respect myself when I am successful. I will love myself when I am stronger. I will rest when everything is done. I will feel proud when I have reached the goal. But self-love should not be delayed until you become perfect. You need kindness now. You need patience now. You need rest now. You need respect now. You need peace now. You need forgiveness now. You need to speak to yourself gently now, not only after life becomes easy. If you only love yourself when you are winning, that is not love. That is a reward system. Real love says, I am still growing, but I will not hate myself. Real love says, I have made mistakes, but I am still worthy of healing. Real love says, I am not where I want to be, but I will not destroy myself on the way there. You cannot force happiness while attacking yourself every day. You cannot create peace inside a mind that keeps punishing you. So, be careful how you speak to yourself. Your inner voice becomes the home you live in. If that voice is always cruel, your own mind becomes a painful place. If that voice is always impatient, you will never feel safe inside yourself. If that voice keeps saying, you are late, you are behind, you are not enough, then even a good life will feel heavy. Speak to yourself like someone you are trying to save, not someone you are trying to destroy. Tell yourself, I am learning. Tell yourself, I can begin again. Tell yourself, I do not need to have everything solved today. Tell yourself, I can take one step. Tell yourself, my life does not need to be perfect to be meaningful. These simple words can bring your heart back to peace. Because sometimes the problem is not life. Sometimes the problem is the pressure you keep placing on life. You pressure life to move faster. You pressure people to act perfectly. You pressure yourself to never feel weak. You pressure happiness to arrive immediately. You pressure every plan to work. You pressure every relationship to stay the same. You pressure every day to feel clear. And when life acts like life, human, changing, uncertain, and imperfect, you feel disappointed. But life was never supposed to obey every picture in your mind. Life is alive. It moves. It shifts. It surprises you. It teaches you through change. It gives and removes. It opens and closes. It brings people and releases people. It makes you wait. It makes you grow. It shows you what is real and what is not. When you accept this, you stop being shocked by every change. You begin to understand that uncertainty is not always danger. Sometimes uncertainty is space for something new. A closed door is not always punishment. Sometimes it is protection. A delay is not always failure. Sometimes it is preparation. A mistake is not the end. Sometimes it is education. This is how you stop forcing life to look perfect. You stop seeing every imperfect moment as proof that your life is wrong. A sad day does not mean you are failing. A slow season does not mean you are behind. A closed door does not mean you are rejected by life. A mistake does not mean you are worthless. A relationship ending does not mean you are unlovable. A dream taking longer does not mean it will never happen. It only means you are living. And living includes change. Living includes lessons. Living includes loss. Living includes waiting. Living includes healing. Living includes starting again. When you understand this, you stop fighting the natural shape of life. You become softer with yourself. You become more patient with the process. You stop needing everything to be perfect before you feel grateful. You stop thinking happiness must be big, dramatic, and complete. You begin to notice smaller forms of happiness. A quiet morning can be happiness. A peaceful heart can be happiness. A good cup of tea can be happiness. A kind message can be happiness. A clean room can be happiness. A walk outside can be happiness. A moment without anxiety can be happiness. A day where you did not chase what hurts you. Sometimes life gives happiness in small pieces because your heart needs to learn how to receive it again. If you keep waiting for a perfect life, you will miss these small gifts. You will miss the moments that could have healed you. You will miss the simple beauty around you because your mind is busy chasing a future that is not here yet. This does not mean you should stop dreaming. Dreams are beautiful. Goals are important. Growth matters. You should want a better life. You should work for it. You should improve yourself. You should build, learn, and move forward. But do not turn your dreams into a weapon against your present. Do not say, because I am not there yet, today has no value. Do not say, because I have not achieved everything, I cannot enjoy anything. Do not say, because life is not perfect, life is not good. That is not ambition. That is punishment. Healthy ambition says, I am grateful for today, and I am working for tomorrow. Unhealthy pressure says, I will hate today until tomorrow becomes perfect. Choose healthy ambition. Work hard, but breathe. Improve yourself, but love yourself. Build your future, but live your present. Want more, but do not ignore what is already good. Keep growing, but stop treating your current self like an enemy. This is how peace returns. Peace returns when you stop forcing life to look like a perfect picture and start living life like a real human being. A real human being feels. A real human being makes mistakes. A real human being changes. A real human being needs rest. A real human being has fears, hopes, doubts, dreams, and healing seasons. You are not a machine. You are not supposed to produce results every second. You are not supposed to be strong every day. You are not supposed to know everything immediately. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to have unfinished parts. You are allowed to have quiet struggles. You are allowed to take time. You are allowed to become slowly. The more you accept your humanity, the less you force life. You stop saying, I must be happy all the time. You start saying, I can be gentle with myself, even on hard days. You stop saying, everything must go my way. You start saying, I can adapt when life changes. You stop saying, everyone must understand me. You start saying, I can understand myself. You stop saying, my life must look perfect. You start saying, my life can be real, honest, and still beautiful. That is freedom. Freedom is not having a perfect life. Freedom is no longer needing your life to be perfect before you feel worthy of peace. You can be peaceful in a small room. You can be grateful in a slow season. You can be proud while still building. You can be hopeful while still healing. You can be happy in simple moments while still working for bigger dreams. This is not settling. This is living wisely. Because if you cannot find any peace in the process, you may not know how to enjoy the result when it comes. If your mind is trained to always chase the next thing, even success will not satisfy you. You will reach one goal and immediately feel empty again because your mind will start asking for the next perfect thing. That is why happiness must be practiced now, not later, not only after success, not only after love, not only after money, not only after everything is fixed. Now, in this imperfect day, in this unfinished life, in this ordinary moment, practice noticing what is good. Practice breathing before reacting. Practice speaking kindly to yourself. Practice letting go of small things. Practice choosing peace over proving. Practice resting without guilt. Practice being present. These small practices teach your mind that peace is not far away. Peace is not always something life gives you after everything becomes perfect. Sometimes peace is something you create by changing the way you hold life. Hold life with open hands. Let some things be unfinished. Let some answers come later. Let some people misunderstand you. Let some days be slow. Let some emotions pass through you. Let some dreams take time. Let some plans change. Let some chapters close. And through it all, keep your heart soft. Do not become bitter because life is imperfect. Do not become hopeless because things take time. Do not become cruel to yourself because you are still learning. Do not become jealous because others seem ahead. Do not become numb because you have been disappointed. Stay open, stay honest, stay patient, stay connected to yourself. The life you are living right now may not be perfect, but it is still yours. It is still valuable. It is still teaching you. It is still giving you chances. It is still holding possibilities you cannot see yet. One day, you may look back at this season and understand why it had to happen this way. You may see that the delay made you wiser, the mistake made you stronger, the heartbreak made you clearer, the waiting made you patient, the closed door protected your future. The imperfect path led you toward a more honest life, but you do not have to wait until that day to stop punishing yourself. You can choose peace now. You can stop begging life to look perfect now. You can stop comparing now. You can stop forcing now. You can take one deep breath and say, "My life is not perfect, but I am still allowed to live it fully." Say it to yourself. My life is not perfect, but I am still allowed to live it fully. My journey is not finished, but I am still allowed to feel proud. My heart is still healing, but I am still allowed to feel peace. My future is not clear, but I am still allowed to trust the next step. I do not need everything to be perfect before I choose myself. This is how you stop forcing life. You stop demanding perfection and start practicing presence. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and start honoring the moment you have. You stop making happiness a future reward and start allowing small peace today. You stop chasing the life that looks perfect and start building the life that feels true. And slowly, you realize something powerful. Life does not have to be perfect to be beautiful. You do not have to be perfect to be worthy. Your path does not have to be clear for you to keep walking. Your heart does not have to be fully healed for you to start breathing again. You can live, grow, heal, love, and begin again from where you are. So stop begging life to look perfect. Let life be real. Let your journey be honest. Let your healing take time. Let your happiness be simple. Let your peace be more important than appearance. And remember this, a forced perfect life can still feel empty, but an honest, peaceful life can make your soul feel free. Choose the honest life. Choose the peaceful life. Choose the life where you no longer need to pretend. Because the art of not forcing life begins when you stop trying to make everything look perfect and start allowing yourself to feel peace in the life you are living right now. The art of not forcing life is not about giving up. It is about learning when to try, when to wait, when to release, and when to return to yourself. You do not need to force people to love you. The right people will care without being begged. They will show respect without being reminded every day. They will choose you with honesty, not confusion. You do not need to force happiness. Happiness grows when your heart feels safe, when your mind becomes calm, and when your soul is no longer fighting everything. Sometimes, happiness is not found in having a perfect life. Sometimes, it is found in accepting life with a peaceful heart. You do not need to force timing. What is meant for you may take time, but will not miss you. Keep working, keep growing, keep becoming better, but do not punish yourself just because life is moving slower than you expected. You do not need to force what is already leaving. If something is meant to stay, it will meet your effort with effort. If someone truly values you, they will not make you carry the whole connection alone. And if a door keeps closing, maybe life is protecting you from a path that was never meant for your peace. So, loosen your grip. Let people choose. Let life move. Let happiness breathe. Let closed doors stay closed. Let silence show you the truth. Let your heart heal without pressure. And most importantly, never abandon yourself while trying to keep something else. Your peace is too valuable to be sacrificed for people places, or dreams that only make your soul tired. Your life is too precious to spend it begging, chasing, controlling, and forcing what does not flow naturally. Do your part with honesty, love with sincerity, work with patience, protect your self-respect. Choose peace over pressure. Choose truth over attachment. Choose yourself over anything that keeps breaking your spirit. One day, you will understand why some things did not stay. You will understand why some people left. You will understand why some plans failed. You will understand why life asked you to let go. And when that day comes, you will see that life was not trying to hurt you. It was trying to return you to yourself. So, stop forcing life. Stop forcing people. Stop forcing happiness. Let life flow with open hands, a calm heart, and a soul that no longer begs to be chosen. This is where real peace begins.